Oftentimes I'm asked, why do we have to value the assets in a divorce? Why can't I just wing the numbers so that we can come to a quicker settlement? Well, sometimes winging the numbers is appropriate. You can do that as long as the other party agrees that winging the numbers will help resolve the case. But oftentimes by winging the numbers, perhaps you're not going to get as fair a settlement in your divorce as you should. For example, if there is a piece of jewelry that's valued at, say, $5,000, and you're entitled to half the value of that, and half the value would be $2,500 to you, $2,500 to the other party. If you were just winging those values and both of you decided that it was only worth $1,000, and the other party is going to buy you out of your $500 portion of your interest of that $1,000, and you walked away with that, then potentially the other party is going to walk away with a greater share, because not only are they going to keep and retain the asset, their $500, but if it's really worth $5,000, the appraisal value, then they're going to walk away with, a greater share of the asset, leaving you with a smaller portion of what you should have received. So I oftentimes advise clients to take your time and try to get an assessment of the value of the assets to ensure that you're not walking away from hundreds or thousands of dollars just for the sake of expediency and getting the divorce done. Sometimes slow is good so that you protect yourself, and also that you can negotiate from a position of strength. So what can you do to value assets where you don't have to spend a lot of money? Well, the internet's a great resource. For example, for a vehicle, you can go to Kelley Blue Book to get an assessment of the value of your vehicle. As long as both of you agree that that's a reliable source for you to get an estimate, that's a great way to ascertain the value instead of winging it. Another often used website is Craigslist. You can find anything on Craigslist, probably almost anything that's in your house, at least of similar or like kind. You can get values of the property that you want to divide. And again, that way you're not winging it, you're at least coming up with some rational way to value, including eBay is another way for you to at least come up with a method of valuing property. If you don't, or you can't come to an agreement to valuing your property, then you can hire experts. You can go to an auction house, and sometimes they have values of property. Again, those, like I said earlier, you can hire an expert to do an evaluation as well. Again, don't be in a rush to value the assets in your divorce just for purposes of expediency. I advise against winging it. There's a lot of resources out there that you can use to value the assets, so when it comes time to dividing those assets, you can have a fair and equitable division.